Okay, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? All right, I did find out, because I wasn't sure, the bathrooms are connected, so you can use them, even though the plant itself is not up and running. I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. It's nice to see so many friendly faces, and it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to celebrate the completion of construction of the Mission Springs Water District's new Nancy Wright Regional Reclamation Water Facility. My name is Robert Griffith, and I am the Vice President of the Mission Springs Water District's Board of Directors. It's kind of sad I have to read what I am. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge and thank all of the elected officials that are here today. I'm going to ask everyone, hold your applause, because if you applause after everyone, we're going to be here another 30 minutes, and it's just way too hot for that. Okay, so I want to welcome, for sure, Ivan Sewell, Board President of MSWD, Amber Duff, Board Member, MSWD, Russ Martin, Board Member, MSWD, Ted Meyerhoffen, Board Member, MSWD, Brian Macy, General Manager, MSWD, and Marion Champion, Assistant General Manager at MSWD. We have Felipe Ortiz from the Office of Assemblyman Greg Wallace, who will be speaking later, Shira Hernandez, Office of Congressman Raul Ruiz and Frank Ruiz, thank you for coming. Alex Sanchez from the Office of Senator Kelly Sayarto, Stephanie Viren from the Office of Supervisor V. Manuel Perez. I also want to welcome Scott Mattis, Mayor of City of Desert Hot Springs, Councilmember Russell Betts, City of Desert Hot Springs, Jan Pai, Councilwoman, Desert Hot Springs, Frank Lucchino, City Manager, Desert Hot Springs, Grace Garner from the City of Palm Springs, Councilwoman. We also have Peter Satin, Chair of the Colorado River Basin Regional Water Quality Control Board. And we also have Nancy Wright, Director, Colorado River Basin Regional Water Quality Control Board. I'm probably going to stumble because these are long names. And also namesake of this plant. We also have Paul Ortega, President of Desert Water Agency Board of Directors, Kristen Bloomer, Director of Desert Water Agency Board of Directors, Jeff Bowman, Vice President, Director, Desert Water Agency Board of Directors, Gerald McKenna, Secretary Treasurer of Board of Directors, Desert Water Agency, Steve Johnson, General Manager, Desert Water Agency, and Esther Sines, who is current Finance Director but future General Manager of Desert Water Agency. Have Larry Smith, Director from San Gorgonio Pass Regional Water Alliance, Mike Duran, Vice President of the Board of Directors for Valley Sanitary District, and Jason Dafford, General Manager, Valley Sanitary District. Please give them all a round of applause for taking the time to come here. All right, I'm going to try and buzz through this. I've got 10 pages, so bear with me. I want to thank everyone who did show up today. Your support really means a lot to our staff who worked so hard to make this day happen, as well as this building. So I would like to ask you all to give a round of applause to the Mission Springs Water District staff. I also want to welcome the Desert Hot Springs High School Real Academy. We have 9 or 10, I'm not sure they count, students and their advisor, Casey Heiser, here today. MSWD recently partnered with the Real Academy to start an internship program. If you get a chance later on, take some time to talk to these remarkable students, learn about the fantastic work they do, and also what the Academy does. We have a lot of great speakers today. Each is going to provide you with a different perspective on the importance of this project. With more than a decade of planning and preparation, this project, in conjunction with the Regional Conveyance Line and the M2 Septic-to-Sewer Project, represents the most significant endeavor MSWD has ever undertaken. The M2 project alone will enable 700 homes and parcels currently relying on septic systems to connect to MSWD's master sewer system, further allowing us to protect our groundwater aquifer. This facility is designed to expand for future growth and will someday provide advanced tertiary treatment, creating recycled water that can be moved throughout our service area, helping to meet future water demands. This is MSWD's third treatment plant, and it is one of the most advanced systems in the industry today. The plant will also alleviate existing flows to the Allen L. Horton wastewater treatment plant, which is currently at capacity, processing over 2 million gallons of wastewater a day. That's a lot. Redirecting some of these flows to the new facility will allow us to make upgrades and preventative maintenance, extending the Horton facility's operational life by as much as 10 years. With the help of state agencies, including the Regional Board and the State Water Resources Control Board, this facility and its 2 accompanying projects are almost 100% funded by a grant from the Clean Water State Revolving Fund, totaling $68 million. This funding is especially important given that our disadvantaged residents can barely afford rent, let alone pay for a project this big. I want to thank those involved in helping us obtain and receive the funding. Projects such as this allow us to ensure that all, including the most disadvantaged, can enjoy clean and safe water. We were going to have Joaquin Esquivel, chairman of the State Water Resources Control Board here. However, his flight was canceled. He was not able to make it, so I will read a statement. The nice thing is we gave him 4 minutes, so we're going to save 2. And this is the statement. Modernizing and expanding wastewater systems keeps harmful pollutants such as nitrates out of our aquifers and moves us closer to meeting the state's ambitious water recycling goals, said Joaquin Esquivel, State Water Board Chair. This project demonstrates the board's commitment to working with local water and sanitation agencies and funding multi-benefit projects that can protect groundwater quality and allow sustainable growth in their communities. I want to thank the State Water Board. I really want to thank Chairman Esquivel because he has been instrumental in helping to move this funding project along, including maybe talking to him and saying, hey, where's our money, and getting it a little bit faster. We really appreciate all the work that the Water Board has given us and the support for this project. So that saves a page. All right. Serving a disadvantaged community and finding ways to fund projects like this while protecting our drinking water is something MSWD has been committed to for decades. Here to discuss protecting our groundwater, our only source of drinking water, is Peter Satin, Chair of the Colorado River Basin Regional Water Quality Control Board. Peter also serves as the Conservation Program Manager for the Coachella Valley Association of Governments, overseeing the impactful Coachella Valley Multiple Species Habitat Conservation Plan. Peter?
Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you to MSWD for inviting us here to speak this morning. The Regional Water Board is excited to participate in this morning's ribbon-cutting event for the Nancy Wright Regional Water Reclamation Facility. The construction and activation of this facility is a project that helps fulfill the Regional Water Board's mission of protecting water quality, the environment, and public health. This is a major milestone that helps to preserve, enhance, and restore the quality of California's water resources and preserves groundwater beneficial uses, including drinking water, for present and future generations. The Regional Water Board has worked in collaboration with Mission Springs Water District, the City of Desert Hot Springs, and the County of Riverside in developing the waste discharge requirements for the operation of discharge from this facility, whose benefits extend into the neighboring communities. The treatment technology used at this newly constructed facility will far exceed the treatment capability provided by the septic systems it replaces and will provide significantly superior protection to groundwater quality over that of on-site wastewater treatment systems. An added benefit of the facility comes from its potential to produce recycled water for reuse. The facility will prepare Mission Springs Water District to take the next steps towards water recycling and allow the community to make full use of its water resource availability. With water resources in the state and in the region becoming increasingly strained, the facility's capability to produce recycled water as a reusable resource will be a great asset to the community. By constructing the Nancy Wright Regional Water Reclamation Facility, Mission Springs Water District has provided a valuable service to the community that is protective of human health and the environment and will provide treatment capacity to satisfy the growing demand within the Mission Springs Water District service area. Thank you again for having us. Hopefully you save you some time.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, businesses like the new Amazon warehouse facility being built just to our west will benefit greatly from this new facility. Here to talk to you a little more about these opportunities is Desert Hot Springs Mayor Scott Mattis. As a lifelong resident of the city and a successful small business owner, he is passionate about our city and the economic growth of our region.
Good morning. All right, a lot of people here. This is exciting. Who would ever think when you get a a treatment plant open, you'd have so many people wanting to take a tour. But it is exciting for us here in the city of Desert Hot Springs. I joke a little bit, but this is a very serious opportunity for Desert Hot Springs. Infrastructure is one of the hardest things to get put in for businesses to want to grow in your community. No one wants to spend millions of their own dollars putting infrastructure in, and they want you to do it as a government. So the partnerships that we've built with Mission Springs Water District and the board, and what you've done for us in our community now is only going to thrive for our residents here with jobs, business growth, and tax revenue. So thank you to all of you for what you did. For the board and for Mission Springs, let's give them a big hand for what they've done for our city. And Nancy, to have this named after you, every elected official hopes that they do enough in their career as a political figure that they eventually get something named after them. I've been reassured by the City of Desert Hot Springs, the city manager, that there's a trash enclosure with my name on it if I go away. So you've done way better than I have ever been committed for. So I just wanted to say thank you to you, Nancy. You spent over 30 years serving this community as a Mission Springs Water District board member, and you still continue to serve through the state. And you've been a champion for water. You've been a champion for putting sewers in and making sure our water stays clean. And you've been a champion for Desert Hot Springs, so thank you. And they say water's for fighting and whiskey's for drinking, so I think Nancy has a flask in there if you see her afterwards. I'm joking. It's too early in the morning for that. Got to wait till noon, right? You're retired. All right, with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for coming out. Before I leave, Ivan, would you join me up here real quick and accept this on behalf of the district? On behalf of the mayor and the city council, we just wanted to recognize this event in Mission Springs for celebrating this ribbon cutting and getting our infrastructure in and getting us some thrilled business owners down here. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Mattis. While the facility will undoubtedly benefit the growth of Desert Hot Springs, it will also play an important role in the regional development of Garnet Hill, North Palm Springs, and the I-10 corridor. Here to talk about regional cooperation is Palm Springs City Councilwoman Grace Garner. Councilwoman Garner's background gives her a unique understanding of our valley's water and wastewater agencies and how this project will help protect our entire region's watershed.
Thank you all for having me here today. I'm the councilperson for District 1 in Palm Springs, which is just adjacent to this property. So I know how important it is, not just for Desert Hot Springs, but for all of us. I'm also a longtime friend of Mission Springs Water District. I used to be part of the legal council and have stayed in contact, so it's also just very special for me to be able to be here and see the opening of the Nancy Wright Regional Water Reclamation Facility. And to know that it happened so quickly, it feels like the groundbreaking was just yesterday, and yet here we are with the project completed. This project really creates an opportunity for the entire region. We're finding that so many businesses and residents want to be in Palm Springs and Desert Hot Springs, and the entire Coachella Valley. We have so much growth in our region, and this is going to be a huge help. This facility will remove hundreds of existing septic tanks and connect hundreds of residents and commercial properties to this wastewater system. So with this site right here off of the I-10, the possibilities are really endless. I think with this site, you're going to see tremendous growth and opportunities for all of us. So thank you, and big, big congratulations to the MSW team on your success.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gardner. Next, I have the pleasure of introducing MSWD Board President Ivan Sewell. Ivan has been on the MSWD board since 2017. I think that's around the time that Director Russ Martin turned 90. He witnessed the successful growth of our groundwater quality protection program, which helped facilitate the need for this new facility.
Well, thank you, Robert, and thank you again, everyone, for coming out today. I do also want to thank all of our great speakers. A special thank you to our Assistant General Manager, Marion Champion, and her team that put on this great event. And I don't want to forget about our... Not to forget about our General Manager, Mr. Brian Macy. I'm not sure. Brian has been our General Manager for a little over a year now, and I think I could say we're all very impressed with his leadership, and I think Mission Springs Water District set up for many, many years of success. So thank you, Brian. And really just a thank you to our entire staff. It's their hard work each and every day that really makes all of these projects possible. So this plan in front of you today is a sequence batch reactor, or SBR style plant. It's designed to process 1.5 million gallons of wastewater daily. And there are many benefits to using an SBR style plant. There's a lower initial investment along with fewer operating costs and other wastewater technologies. I'd like to especially thank the staff from AECOM for helping us design a plant with all of these benefits and one that is easily scalable for our future growth. Also like to thank the staff at JF Shea, who is our general contractor, and the staff at TKE Engineering, who stepped in as our construction manager for the project. Nothing could stop the dedicated group of individuals who made this plan a reality. This included supply chain delays, the brutal heat of summer, blistering winds, and even a tropical storm named Hillary. Nothing stopped their progress. I applaud each and every one of them for their dedication to ensuring that this project continued to move forward. One word can describe their actions: relentless. This is the same word I would use to describe this facility's namesake, Nancy Wright. Relentless. Nancy, a 34-year director for Mission Springs Water District, was relentless in her efforts to provide, protect, and preserve our region's most precious resource, our groundwater. Throughout the years, Nancy's been an integral part of the district's efforts to protect groundwater in our region. She's met with countless water leaders and legislators in Sacramento and Washington, D.C., and has imparted upon them how important it is to be proactive in protecting our groundwater, how outside funding can help our disadvantaged region accomplish our groundwater protection needs. Most importantly, Nancy met with local residents, educating and explaining to them that it's not a matter of if your septic tank is going to fail, but a matter of when. And that cleaning up a polluted aquifer is much, much more costly than fixing the problem before it occurs. She and current and fellow board members have been very successful. Since 1995, we have added an additional 4,500 homes to be sewer service ready. An additional 33 miles of sewer lines have been installed, and we've added 11,500 Desert Hot Springs residents that have been provided with wastewater service. These efforts are preventing 782 million gallons of wastewater from being percolated into our groundwater each and every year. And Mission Springs is not done yet. As part of this project, we'll also be making another connection for 700 homes, and we're currently seeking additional funding to transition another 2,300 homes in the near future. Nancy, on behalf of the current MSWD board and all of our staff, I'd like to thank you for your relentless commitment to Mission Springs Water District and to this community. As a symbol of our appreciation, I'd like to present you with a gift, a framed aerial photo of the Nancy Wright Regional Water Reclamation Facility.
Something nice. Oh. And what's been said, this plan is just, it's wonderful. Really proud to be part of it, really proud to be part of Mission Springs Water District since 1988. And I just would like to say that I think this facility will give Mission Springs Water District the opportunity to be in a position to be part of the solution of the water issues we have here in the Coachella Valley. In the future, when we do start recycling and reusing the water, that's all new water. That's new water that Mission Springs will have to use, and we won't have to use other people's water, or we can be part of the solution. Anyway, and so much has been said today. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Mission Springs Water District Board of Directors, for giving me this honor. And it is a great honor, so thank you. Thank you, Ida.
Thank you, Nancy.
Okay, thank you, Ivan and Nancy, for your efforts to relentlessly protect our groundwater. MSD's efforts had not gone unnoticed. We have separate representatives from the offices of our elected officials here today who have special recognitions. I know that one was not able to make it, and that would be from the office of Ken Calbert. Glenn Miller was not able to make it here today. His absence is noted and missed. But we appreciate the fact that they are acknowledging us. But first up, I would like to invite Stephanie Vierhen from Supervisor V. Manuel Perez's office to the podium.
Going to stay away from the sun a little bit. Good morning, everyone. I'm Stephanie Virgen. I'm here on behalf of the Office of Supervisor Perez. And just to share a few words on this amazing accomplishment for the district and also the city and surrounding communities. When we talk about infrastructure, I think that sometimes for those of us that have been involved with the work and get to see it on a day-to-day basis, we know how difficult it can be to get something of this magnitude going. We understand how important and vital the partnerships and collaboration, how important it is. And so I just want to commend the city, the district, everyone who has been involved in this project. We know that infrastructure such as this, it doesn't happen overnight. It simply cannot. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of collaboration, working together, and a lot of funding. So I just, on behalf of the Office of Supervisor Perez, I commend you for this great work. We are extremely excited to be able to see everything that the city of Desert Hot Springs is working on, along with the district and other neighboring cities and communities. And we know that we've seen the growth in the city of Desert Hot Springs, and we just can't wait to continue to partner and just be a part of this great work. So thank you. I also do have a certificate that I'll present, and this is on behalf of the Office of Supervisor Perez. And I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Ms. Nancy Wright, but you sound like a phenomenal woman, so I cannot wait to meet you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Next up, I'd like to introduce Felipe Ortiz from the Office of Assemblyman Greg Wallace.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Felipe Ortiz, and I work for Assemblymember Greg Wallace. It is my pleasure to be here today. It's a beautiful day in Desert Hot Springs. I know it's hot, so I want to make it short. Assemblymember Wallace and I had the pleasure to tour this place like 6 months ago when it was 90% completed. So he was amazed of like how everything turned out well, like the technology behind it and the services that this facility is going to provide the citizens of Desert Hot Springs. So on behalf of the Assembly member, I have a certificate of recognition to the district for their ribbon cutting and for their grand opening.
Thank you, Felipe. And next up, I'd like to introduce Alex Sanchez from the Office of State Senator Kelly Segarto.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alex Sanchez, and I'm here on behalf of California State Senator Kelly Sayarto. I have a certificate of recognition on behalf of the California State Senate and the constituents of the 32nd Senate District. It is my pleasure to recognize Mission Springs Water District, honoring the completion of the Nancy Wright Regional Water Reclamation Facility. Thank you for your contribution to our community, and congratulations.
Okay, we're almost there because I see we're all kind of dying from this heat. Lastly, I want to welcome Shira Hernandez from the Office of Congressman Raul Ruiz.
Hola, buenos días. Hi, good morning. I'm not going to take long because I know it's really hot. But I do just want to say how amazing this is. The fact that this is going to supply so many people with good quality water is an upgrade from any septic tank. And coming from the Eastern Coachella Valley, we know all the health issues that it brings when we don't have quality water. So thank you, Mission Water Springs District. Thank you, the City of Desert Hot Springs, and all the partners that did an amazing work to get all this grant funding. And with that, I do want to give you a certificate of congressional certificate. Thank you.
Sorry. You think we'd figure it out by now? Here we go.
Okay, thank you, Shira. Always a pleasure. See you at all these events. And I was going to say, thankfully, this concludes the speaking portion of the program. I know we're all dying, but one of the Real Academy students has asked to speak, and I think that it would be fitting for us to let him do that, okay? Let's give him a round of applause.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jeremy, and I'm currently a senior in the Real Academy. I'm here to talk to you all about my internship experience with Mission Springs Water District. So during those 3 weeks that I was working in the internships with the Mission Water District, it gave me an insight on professional careers, and it gave me real-world hands-on learning experience. My apologies. Along with the internships, Mission Springs Water District also helps us with projects such as the 3D printing project displayed at Kabayursa Museum. As long as with myself, the students currently enrolled in the internships are also benefiting. They're also learning, getting experience, and also getting insight on careers that they want to pursue after high school. And I want to thank Mission Springs Water District, and I want to thank the wastewater team for showing me how it operates and showing how everything works, and just being generally very helpful, very informative, and I want to thank them. And I want to thank Mission Springs Water District. My apologies, I'm sorry. I want to thank Mission Springs Water District. Oh, my Lord. Thank you, Mission Springs Water District, for offering up these opportunities for students, and we look forward to working with you all in the coming future.
Thank you, Jeremy. It takes a lot of courage to get up here and speak in front of a lot of people, especially when you're not used to it, like some of us, you know. If you're in the political world, you're used to running your mouth. Okay. We're all going to move the area behind me to do the ceremony ribbon cutting. Following the cutting, we're going to host four facility tours and take group photos with all of the speakers. So those of you who don't just want to rush home or go to your car and turn the air on, you can. Those of us that have spoken have to bear with it a little longer. I'm going to ask all our speakers, MSWD board members, and Nancy Wright to join me in a minute behind the blue ribbon and ask everyone to shift their attention to my right. where Jeffrey Holman, the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber of Commerce, will lead us in a ribbon cutting ceremony. But before I do, make sure you take your souvenirs. If you haven't noticed, if anybody took a look at these are really, really cool. They're like a mini iPad. And it has 4 videos of the construction of the regional facility. So please make sure you take that. And then everybody gets to take home a little Nancy. So we're going to go ahead and cut the ribbon now.